Hello everyone, thank you for tuning into my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make some good potato salad. This recipe I have been using for years and it's always a hit with everyone. Guaranteed to be a crowd pleaser, I promise you. So here I have 6 potatoes. This is going to serve about maybe 4 to 5 people. I'm going to begin by peeling them all. So we're going to start peeling all of the potatoes. So now that I have all of the potatoes peeled, I am going to cut them all in half and we're going to boil them. We're not going to start dicing them up into little cubes until after the potato is cooked. So this is what I usually do. I cut them in half so they can boil really quickly. This one's a little big. I'm gonna cut it again. These are okay. I might cut this one too. On second thought, I'm just going to cut up all the potatoes into 4. That way when they're cooked, they won't mash. Washing all the potatoes. And now we're going to put them in our pot and we're just going to boil. So this is about 3 cups of water, and what we're gonna do is add some salt. Okay, so I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon of salt, and I precisely measured that. 1 teaspoon is really all you need. You don't need too much salt because you don't want your potato salad to be too salty. And now I am going to turn the fire on, and this will boil until the potatoes are soft. I'll turn the fire off just before the potatoes get too soft. You don't want the potatoes to be as soft as mashed potatoes because when you cut them apart, all of them will disintegrate. So this will boil, and I'm going to test it out with a fork in maybe 15 to 20 minutes to see how hard they are. At this point, I'm also going to add my 2 eggs. I add the 2 eggs, and this is just to save some time. While the potatoes boil, the eggs can boil as well. I got 1 cup of mixed veg here. I'm just going to put a little bit of water in it, and I'm going to cover it with a cling wrap, and we're going to put this in the microwave just for about 5 minutes, and that should be enough because these mixed veg are already cooked. So all we have to do is steam them in the microwave, and that way it retains a nice color. So we're going to put this mixed veg inside the microwave. I'm going to close it, and we're going to put it on for 5 minutes. So this is our mixed veg that just came out of the microwave. You see how the color is nice and vibrant? So these were just steamed, not cooked. And And that's really all you need, because look how quick it cooked. Lovely. So this will sit on the side until the potatoes are nice and cooked. So I'm just testing out the potato to see if it's ready. It's been about 20 minutes. And you see how good the fork goes into it? This is how I know it's definitely ready. The fork can go in very easily, but the potatoes don't break apart. That's how you know the potatoes are ready. Okay, so now we're at the point where the potatoes are nicely cooked, and we're just going to strain them. I'm just gonna let this sit for 10 minutes just to cool off a little, because it can be very, very difficult to dice these into cubes when they're too hot. It'll really burn your fingers. So I'm just gonna let this sit for about 10 minutes so it can cool a little bit. Okay, so I'm keeping this very detailed for you because you can't mess up the potato salad. People will remember this for years to come. So it's very important that we get all of the steps right. So here we have our diced potatoes, and these are the 2 hard-boiled eggs that I just cut in half. I set the yolks aside and I left the whites, and I'm going to just dice these as well. Just chop them up a bit. I'll chop them up real small. This step is really optional. You don't have to put eggs in it. Some people do and some people don't. It's just a personal preference. It will not affect the taste of the potato salad, but I tend to like to have some egg whites in there. Okay, so now that we have diced the egg whites, which I said before was completely and totally optional, you don't have to add it. Here comes where the magic happens. Now, we got our 1 cup of mixed veg. I'm going to add, and then I'm going to start stirring it around just a bit. Just a bit. Okay, so now that we stirred this around, I have half a cup of mayonnaise right here. And then I'm just going to dump it in. And now I'm going to stir. I start off with half a cup. First, I'm going to use more, but I don't want to have too much mayo on top before I begin to stir. Things just get kind of out of hand when you put too much mayo to begin with. So we're going to put one more half a cup of mayo. Okay. All right. So we're going to put another half a cup of mayo. So here's our other half a cup of mayo. Total is 1 cup of mayo. And we're going to work that in. So this is evenly distributed. It's starting to look so pretty already. And now we are good. Now, next what we're going to do is, here's a spoonful of mustard. You can use Grey Poupon. That brand of mustard is really good. We're gonna put that mustard there. And we're also gonna put sweet relish. And now we're going to mix it. For the finishing touch, we're going to add just a sprinkle of onion powder and a sprinkle of garlic powder. And continue stirring. Let me use the fork. Fork is easier. And now that we're finished, we can just garnish with some parsley, just for presentation purposes. And there you have it. Some nice potato salad.